Hey, good morning, YouTube. Wolf Pilot checking in. Anyway, I'm here in front of my house. I'm a little bit late, but I'm about to take off and head down to Fort Worth for a live taping of the show In The Hangar on the Taking Off YouTube channel. I did this 2 years ago. COVID screwed it up the last year. It had a very limited audience, but this time I'm going down there. I'm running into a lot of really cool people, and I hope to splice this together with some other little snippets and show you what it's like to actually be behind the scenes of a professionally produced YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Well, folks, we made it. One piece. Hey, how you doing? Drove right by it once. I'm a good driver.
Saw you at ACA. Bob Briggs from Memphis.
Hey, Bob.
We had the little CJ that was there.
Hey, good to see you.
Nice to see you. I recognize you right away. And you notice I got my Dan hat on. And
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even see that. Got a genuine spokesman for the DTSB. That would be the Dan Transportation Safety Board, who finds the probable cause to the accident within, I bet, at least a week or two, because the other guys, not so much. Anyhow, let's go wandering in here. This is where it happens, folks. This is where it happens. The magic, the fun. Audience and crew, please enter through east side door. East side door. And let's see. Been here numerous times before. See who all is lurking in the studios today. Strange people. Good morning, how are you guys?
Are you recording?
Yes, I am. You're on the Wolf Pilot channel, maybe, if it doesn't hit the cutting room floor.
Is that the name of your channel? Okay.
Yes.
outstanding.
So now I know who it is.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. Of course. Oh, good to see you, boy. How you doing? Doing great, man.
Doing some filming.
Phone on silent. Phone on silent. All right, there we go. So, folks, I'm here with Brian Smith. His video's in production right now. And the video editor. And
Completely open. There's a couple right there that are open.
But I did have a little bit of elevator.
Right here. These, you got these two right here.
of course, it's all about these good folks right up there.
Monica, nice to meet you.
I'll clip in some more later.
Really?
All right, folks. There you go. This is a camera rehearsal. Have to be very quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm weird.
You get $10 for making Christy laugh. She breaks character.
Ooh, I like that.
So, let's go for the far out shot. What's up, Joe? Hey, good to see you. So, we're still not live yet. So, folks, got our friend over here, Julian, from Airplanes and Coffee.
Hello. It's good to
And
see you guys.
are you getting close to check ride?
Yes, I am. So I'm about 30 hours right now. 30.2 to be exact.
Hey, how are you?
Look who it is. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. But yes.
It's all good family.
Yeah.
But about 30 hours already. And just getting ready for cross
Yeah,
country.
you ran the sim and
Just
he
do a
came
cross
with.
country time with the instructor, and then my own cross country time, and then just that check right for it, and I'll be a private pilot.
Do you remember you came in? My husband was on the sim and you sat down and started talking to him at the show, at the air show, at Paris.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes, it's nice to see you.
So at this function, it's really not about what you know, it's who you know. And as you become a private pilot, it's like you have this huge family. And you know you have at least 4 guys to help pull your airplane, with the flat tire off the runway.
The good ones clump together.
Yes. And of course, the guys that are into YouTube and stuff.
Yes, thank you.
So the one thing I forgot to bring was the mechanical squirrel. So that way, have the squirrel come across.
You can fix that in post.
CGI squirrel.
Yes. I'll be working on it in Blender.
CGI squirrel. That would be so funny. Like I said, I think the RC blimp, have it come floating in the back door.
I did bring my drones.
And do a lap around the back. Flat.
I did bring my drones. They're not charged, but I can just plug it in.
But see, with the blimp,
quiet.
It has a drone sound, but it moves really, really slow. And you could have the signboard on the side, like scrolling stuff, wolf pilot, wolf pilot, wolf pilot. But of course, then they would edit it out and post it totally, but it would still be very funny.
It would be for your channel.
Yes, it would.
Forget
be.
about them. This whole studio is really for you.
Yeah, it's not what you can do for the studio. It's what the studio can do for you. Yes, that's exactly how we should do that.
I mean, you may have to pay for it later, but...
All right, folks, we've done 1 episode down, 34 to go. And he only had 6 retakes at the very end. It was pretty awesome. So we're queuing up here for episode 2.
But by the time I was ready and the stories become funny.
Go walk around back. Almonds, Doritos, pretzels, apples, bananas, sugar water. How depressing.
Thing is just, it's really.
Oh, hi. You can see over there.
You gotta be. Did he just come up? I'm gonna be careful because sometimes we say things that
Oh, no, this is when I dub in things that you're saying that you didn't really say in that way. So right now, as I fade it to audio, you're telling me how you're going to give me a ride in your airplane and, I don't know, $1 million bucks. And
Oh yeah, driving the Jag out there. I'm actually probably gonna head out. I'm gonna go fly up to Denton, talk to Sherman.
Cool. Well, I did my cross country yesterday. We'll see you guys later.
Or pull down real hard, which also pulled the yoke back. Now, nope, I need to go down. As soon as, because that could have been.
Nice simple.
Right.
Because even what we did was
Not
not.
even 2Gs.
All right, they just finished up with episode 2. So let's get up here. Trash. So, in a professional production, you have makeup because the co-host has to be stunningly, ragingly beautiful, and every hair has to be perfect.
I went back wanted to fly it in.
However,
corporate flying. and
you
so I
should
got
be
refund.
aware
I got refund
that nobody has perfect hair. Nobody but nobody has perfect hair. Except Josh Flowers. Josh Flowers has utterly, insanely, ridiculously, ludicrously perfect hair. It's grotesque, really. But around here behind the scenes, as you can tell, we're clearly not in a hangar. So that part of the thing is just a complete lie. But oh, you're fine. Nobody watches my YouTube channel anyway. It's boring. So,
all right, everybody, on this next episode, it's going to be a really interesting one. Shravan was flying his first solo at Centennial out of Denver when that midair happened right in front of me. So we're going to go through that story. What I'd really like is I would like a couple of you guys to be thinking of questions you can ask Shravan that Christy and I didn't. And so toward the end, I'm going to say, okay, I'd like to open it up to our audience. If you have a question, come stand here and ask the question. And if you want, if a line form, that would be fine with me. Okay? So, but I really could use a couple of questions, even if it's plants at this point. So I don't want to say, I don't want to go, and let's open up for questions and crickets. Yeah. So.
We got you.
Yeah. All right, cool. You got my back?
Yes.
We got you.
where the production, yeah, we have to do the duck waddle, which is bad when you're 6'2". Back here. And the way Dan does his productions, try to do as little as possible in post-production. So all the live switching back here, so there might be some cut-ins, it might splice in some footage. For example, with the last guest, we had the engine explode on his 210. They might chop in, a 30-second clip or a 20-second clip of the propeller stopping or something like that. And they can do all that in post. So this is literally live. So is there a kennel back here somewhere?
That's pretty much it.
No. Where's Chewy?
Oh, I don't know. He's not back here.
Oh, that's why I was on a scavenger hunt.
That's the scary thing. There's nowhere to land.
Because it's all city.
It's all city. Very city. Skyscrapers are all around.
I took one flight out of Centennial with our instructor. Sorry, Addison.
I was saying, only one. Wait, the story we're about to do is so very cool. Jay?
Yep, absolutely. Hi, I'm Jay Urish.
Jay, I'm Shruv.
I'm Shruv. Pronounce that right?
Shruv.
Shruv.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can call me Shruv if you really want to, but whatever you feel is comfortable.
Anything but late for dinner? Okay.
Yes, so we went up for 3 touch and goes, and he's like, okay, you're on center line.
They may not admit it, but they're totally jealous. My oldest
All right, so we got done with that episode, and to meet one of the youngest female pilots I've ever encountered. Totally cool. By the way, I'm Jay.
Bailey, nice
to meet you, Bailey. I'm totally inspired by your story.
Thank you so much.
And I every time I encounter women in aviation, I think it's just such a wonderful thing because there's just not that many of them.
7%. I didn't realize. Isn't that crazy?
And it seems like something that would be so natural, and you don't have to be a bodybuilder like the Rock or something like that to fly an airplane.
Yeah.
So every time I have friends or friends with kids, whatever, and I'd love to get them up in the airplane and hope to plant those seeds.
Yeah.
One of the questions I was hope that you got to ask, what planted that seed that you decided that, man, this is an airplane, I could fly this thing? What?
I honestly don't have a definite answer for you. The first time I flew my first CFI was like, you've got something that I haven't seen in a lot of people, so I think I was blessed with that, but it was just something that I knew I wanted to do, and I just went after it.
Do you have any family members that are aviators?
I don't, actually. I'm the first in my family.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's weird.
Right?
Yeah, kind of
different.
the same way. I've only been flying since 2019.
Okay.
I'm a senior network engineer by trade, so I got done with all the training for that. I needed a new challenge.
Right.
So
That's a good one.
God, it's technical, it's mechanical,
yes,
it's you know,
yes.
something really rare that not very many people do.
Yeah,
and
I'm
so-
very like math and science oriented, so this is like something that I knew I wanted. Yep.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I had so many questions I was going to ask you. I just kind of just absolutely flew.
It's okay. It happens.
So,
probably 2 weeks out from check route.
if you won the lottery, what would your lottery plane be?
Oh, good question. It'd probably be a Kodiak. I
Kodiak.
love those caravans and the Kodiaks and just the whole bush plane backcountry look, but it's also a workhorse.
Are you subscribed to Missionary Bush Pilot on YouTube?
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
You've got to subscribe
I
to
totally
Missionary
have to.
Bush Pilot. He flies a Kodiak out of Papua New Guinea.
Oh, what? Okay, I'll definitely look into
And
that.
it's no trip is the same. He'll fly to this weird place and land in a jungle over
yeah.
here
I think
and the
that's so
side of a
awesome.
mountain there.
For sure.
And I too love the Kodiak.
Yes. Yeah.
And Mark,
You know, if you want to fly a Winnebago with wings.
Oh, yes, I definitely will. Thank you so
trying to
much.
get to these weekend here.
Oh, and this poor.
You probably do
Yes.
a few hours of flying.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Aviation canines. We have this big chewy monster. Oh, you're gonna do a gnaw. You're gonna gnaw my arm. I don't taste good.
Yes, put that food.
I already had a German Shepherd tell me, and you have eye boogers, sir. You have big old eye boogers. I understand they're tasty. You wanna clean that up? There you go. Good boy. Good old eye boogers.
I agree.
So Chewy, do you know any obedience yet? Oh yes, I love you
We're
too.
working on it.
Do you know sit?
He does know sit.
Sit. Chewy, sit. Sit.
Sit.
Oh, good boy. You know paw? Can you shake?
He doesn't know that one.
Oh, well, you know
That's
down.
down. Yeah,
That's down. What a good down. What a good boy. Good down. Can you learn how to do shake? I want to hold. God, that is a huge hoof. Yep. That is just enormous. I bet you could slap a bear and take their salmon, couldn't you?
No biting.
Are you? Oh, you're mouthing, aren't you? Is that your way of holding my hand? Since you don't have an opposed thumb?
Daughter said.
Huh? You don't have post thumb? Brian Turner really wants to meet you. He sure does. And I bet like every. Oh, do you have itchy butt?
I don't want to be a monster.
No, monsters are a good thing. Monster.
He is. He's the abominable snow dog.
I bet he loves the cold weather.
That's what I would have named him.
Hey, Julian, can you grab
Yeti.
that cinder block and bring it over here?
Picking the time with cinder block, maybe drive.
Maybe he pulled 50 pounds while he set it over here.
That isn't going to slow him
I
down.
don't, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Now, if you put roller skates on him, it might make it more entertaining.
Has he been let out to use the bathroom? Has he eaten? Does he have water?
This is so fun. This is why I come to you guys tapings. This is, to hell with the cameras rolling.
Dan,
To have this cool stuff going on. Yeah, there we go. Hashtag success.
Yeah, Chewy, not now near the camera.
Oh, sorry. So, folks, the real reason why Dan has adopted Chewy is because if say the Centurion ever has a breakdown, he's on the runway, all he has to do is tie Chewy to the nose gear and yell mush out the window. And Chewy will tow the aircraft several miles, wherever to the nearest FBO that has light mechanic service.
Chewy, sit. Sit.
Good ADM Chewy. Good air.
What a good boy. Yeah, the cool kids hang out here, right? All right, so during noon intermission here at TCN Studios, Dan Milliken graciously provides pizza for his audience. So we got everyone, all the loyal Taking Off fans are lining up over here, grabbing some delicious pizza. And I see that my flight crew has abandoned me. So I'm gonna put that pizza in my mouth and we'll see later. All right, folks, we're about to start filming after lunch. And everybody should know this guy. His name is Matt Manson.
And he's going to be made pretty.
No.
Okay, you're next.
I don't think you can make me pretty, man. Thank you, thank you.
So Dan is definitely all prettied up.
Dean should be.
If they can make Dan pretty, they can make anybody pretty at that point.
You know, we're
I know
all
it's.
about making everyone look nice. You won't even recognize you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So let's see. We ditched the beard. You know, maybe put a little highlights.
The Amish look. Yeah.
I have a nickname. They call me the Angry Amish.
Really? Okay. Let's see. All right. Is this a?
Like a birthmark kind of thing, yeah.
I thought maybe. Do you want that? Is that your trademark?
No, it ain't a trademark.
Okay. Well, no. Some people are like, yes, I like it. Okay.
I don't think there's anything in me on that's really trademark other than maybe the beard
beard.
stuff.
When you're done, do you want to just come catch me up on stage?
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Let these people do their thing.
Jen and Timmy are here, so let me know what you want for tomorrow, and I'll grab it.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Hello. Hello.
So,
One of the things I wasn't
And the green room.
Oh, crud, what are you doing?
Scaring people?
She thought I was crazy when I wanted to do
We're about
this.
ready to restart here in a few minutes, so if you guys want to make your way back in, if you want to be part of the audience, otherwise you can chill. Just let you know.
Chillaxing.
Now I got the green room, so.
All right, folks. Now I think we're on episode 4, and the guest will be Matt Mansell to talk about his Cessna 150 going down in the corn at Whiteside Airport at the 2021 ACA. If you follow my channel, I've got a video of that, and you can see his airplane upside down in the cornfield. So this will be interesting. We'll pop in and do a couple snippets on that. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right, let's roll cameras.
Yeah, we have to acknowledge him because he was crazy. And also,
Unmanned speed, even though I'm manning it.
Mark it.
609?
Mark. Yes, it is. So you're gonna go. You can go around me. Okay.
corn. It's not just for fields of dreams or ethanol in your fuel. It's for emergency runways. On this episode of In The Hangar. All right, come on. Do you like it? Hello and welcome to In The Hangar. I'm Dan Milliken, and this is Chewy, the co-pilot.
I'm Christy Wong, and I'm not super excited.
Oh, Chrissy, he's not going to bite you?
He tried to nibble on me earlier. His name is Chewy.
Okay, that's for Chewbacca from Star Wars, not for nibbling
Chewing on my arm?
No, it's not for that. So, hopefully Chewy will do good in this episode, and we won't have to. We won't have to do something about it. But anyway, I like having Chewy around. But this episode is about corn.
Yes, this episode is brought to you by our awesome sponsors, Colton Mortgage and Flying Eyes Optics, which somehow make you look cool.
Oh, thank you. I think. Okay. All right. So in this episode, some of you might have heard about a plane crash last summer, right before AirVenture, in which a Cessna 150, the flaps were at 40 on final, and the flaps wouldn't retract. And when you have that, you know, it can lead to trouble. But we're going to get into that story. The pilot is here with us today. Matt, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
Hey, Matt. Super nice to meet you. Thank you
It was
for
the
coming.
weirdest feeling because in my head, I hadn't flown a plane in 20 years and I've forgotten everything there was to know about it. And Harvey, who was the older guy, who's like the uncle in the family. It's
Uncle
like,
Harvey, of
yeah,
course.
Uncle Harvey. And he's like, are you from England? I said, yeah. He's like, do you know Bob and Carol? It's like, who's Bob and Carol? He goes, oh, they live in London. Do you not know them? I was like, no.
That is so fun.
All right, YouTube, fading back in here. So in this episode, Dan and Christy are interviewing Baron Pilot and his girlfriend, Chris and Kim. We go live here in just a few moments. They are ready to hit the slate. Here we go.
612.
Hold on, we're not speeding it, are we? Go ahead. No, not yet.
You normally shoot these live.
Camera 3 speed.
Graphics.
Camera 5 speeds.
Everybody got speed all cameras?
2-speed. Unmanned.
That way it makes it easy.
All right. Mark 612. Mark.
Where from?
Barons, citations, and Learjets. Oh my! We're talking with Baron Pilot and Flying SIC in the hangar.
Okay.
Welcome to In the Hangar. I'm Christy Wong.
And I'm Dan Milliken, and this episode of In the Hangar is brought to you by Colton Mortgage. They actually answer the phone and they answer your questions, and by Flying Eyes, and they've got the new ophthalmics, that's regular glasses, and with the really cool clip-ons too. But more about that in a minute. So we have some special guests today.
We do, actually. We've got
Flying Eyes.
Flying Eyes. We've got Baron Pilot and Kim.
Flying SIC.
Flying SIC. So it's Baron Pilot and Flying SIC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you're wearing Flying Eyes. Apparently you.
Like I said before,
So was I now?
You look cool.
Yeah, well, it has to happen. So.
Someone's got to do it.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Gatekeeper, and I just got back from Europe, and Europe aviation is stifling.
It is really not great compared to what we have here.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just jump in a plane and fly to an airport like you can here. If you want to go to Bridgeport, go to Bridgeport. Over there, you have to file. You have to get permission to go to Bridgeport.
Right.
You have to. It's just crazy.
No, I just want to be able to jump in the airplane and go.
Well, there's a reason that we've been able to do that, and that reason is because there are people fighting at the political level to keep GA happening. And with us today is somebody who is leading that charge, the gatekeeper, Jim Kuhn from the AOPA Advocacy. Jim, thank you so much for coming on board.
Thank you, Jim, for being here.
Okay, general aviation lives or dies by its growth or lack of it. But what can be done? We're going to find out in the hangar. Hi, welcome to In the Hangar. I'm Dan Milliken.
And I'm Christy Wong. Today's episode is brought to you by our awesome sponsors, Colton Mortgage and Flying Eyes Optics.
I love my Flying Eyes.
You should. They make you look cool.
Distinguished.
Distinguished, that's right.
Okay, well, we talk about general aviation living or dying by it, and its growth or lack of it. There's power and strength in numbers in protecting our community and everything else. What if I told you 10,000 new aviators, or not new, but 10,000 pilots joining our community? What would that do for our numbers?
I mean, that's huge. 10,000 new pilots, that's 10,000 pilots.
Well, the AOPA has a couple of different programs that have really impacted in a huge way our aviation growth. So in charge of those programs is Elizabeth, and I'm so glad you could be here to join us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Great
Thank
to
you
be
for
with
being here.
Elizabeth, what's your title at AOPA?
Senior Vice President of the AOPA.
Hi, welcome to In the Hangar. I'm Dan Milliken.
And I'm Christy Wong. Today's episode is brought to you by our awesome sponsors, Colton Mortgage and Flying Eyes Optics.
We thank you for being here. We're going to be talking about a very special thing. And when you go to the air shows, it is the key act. It's the one thing everybody wants to see.
It's the pinnacle.
It's the pinnacle. And we have a Thunderbird pilot here with us. And actually, I've had him on the show before, and I never knew he was a Thunderbird pilot.
You know what? I have to admit, I didn't realize either.
Well, and in the case, it's like, how do you know if somebody's a Thunderbird or Millennial pilot? Well, they'll tell you, right?
Right. He never said
He
a
never
thing.
said it. He never said a thing.
He never said a
And
thing.
that person who never said a thing, Richard McSpadden. Richard, thanks for coming back on the show.
Richard, you went up 5 full points.
So
that I
good to
found
see
out.
you guys. Chrissy, you were talking about the bad in aviation. We like to perseverate. Oh, there's a good word. On the crashes and on the fatalities and the horrible stuff going on. But is it all bad?
Well, we're going to find out today. We've got none other than Richard McSpadden from the Air Safety Institute.
Richard, thanks for coming back on the
See
show.
you guys again.
So great to see you.
Congratulations to you. You had a great year.
Well, folks, that's a wrap for Saturday's all-day taping, live audience in the hangar.